Dear friends, this video is chapter 2 of Basic Skill of Crane. Useful to construction professional and technicians working in construction industry. We will discuss about A. Basic operation of crane. B. Starting, stopping, and parking the crane. C. Basic maneuvering and positioning exercises of crane. D. Understanding various types of slings, hooks, and rigging hardware. E. Effective communication with signal persons and other team members for crane operation. We'll start presenting a new topic now. A. Basic operation of crane. Cranes are essential pieces of equipment used in various industries for lifting, lowering, and moving heavy loads. The basic operation of a crane involves several key components and steps. Here's an overview of how cranes work. 1. Load attachment. Before operating a crane, you need to attach the appropriate lifting device to the load. This could be a hook, sling, or specialized attachment depending on the type of load and its shape. 2. Safety checks. Perform a thorough pre-operational inspection of the crane to ensure that it's in good working condition. Check for any visible defects, loose bolts, hydraulic fluid leaks, or damaged components. Ensure that all safety devices, such as limit switches and overload protection systems, are functional. 3. Operator controls. The crane operator typically sits in a control cabin or operates the crane remotely. They use a control panel to manipulate the crane's movements. These controls include: at the hoist control, this raises or lowers the load. B. Trolley control, this moves the load horizontally along the beam or jib. C. Bridge control, for mobile cranes or overhead cranes, this moves the entire crane structure along the runway or tracks. D. Swing control, for some cranes, especially those with a jib, this allows the operator to rotate the crane horizontally. 4. Lifting. To lift the load, the operator engages the hoist motor and raises the load off the ground. The hoist cable or chain winds onto a drum to lift the load. 5. Positioning. The operator uses the trolley control to move the load horizontally to the desired location. 6. Swinging, if applicable. If the crane has a rotating jib or boom, the operator uses the swing control to position the load precisely. 7. Lowering. To lower the load, the operator releases tension on the hoist cable or chain, allowing it to unwind from the drum. 8. Safety awareness. Throughout the operation, the operator must maintain awareness of their surroundings. They need to ensure that the load doesn't swing uncontrollably, avoid obstacles, and follow safety protocols. 9. Communication. In many cases, there is a dedicated signaler or spotter who communicates with the crane operator using hand signals or radios to guide them safely. 10. Load handling techniques. The operator must use proper load handling techniques to prevent accidents. This includes ensuring that the load is evenly distributed and that the crane's rated capacity is not exceeded. 11. Shutdown. Once the lifting operation is complete, the operator should carefully lower the load to the ground, return the crane to its home position, and power down the crane system. 12. Maintenance. Regular maintenance and inspection are crucial to keep the crane in safe working condition. Any issues or defects should be addressed promptly. It's essential to note that different types of cranes have varying configurations and specific safety procedures. The operator must be trained and certified to operate the particular type of crane they are using, and they should follow all safety guidelines and regulations to ensure safe crane operation. Additionally, environmental conditions such as wind, rain, and terrain must be taken into account during crane operations. B. Starting, stopping, and parking the crane. Starting, stopping, and parking a crane involves a series of steps and safety procedures to ensure the safe operation of the equipment. Here's a general guide on how to start, stop, and park a crane. Starting the crane. 1. Pre-operation inspection. Before starting the crane, conduct a thorough pre-operational inspection to ensure that the crane is in proper working condition. Check for any visible defects, loose bolts, hydraulic fluid leaks, or damaged components. Ensure that all safety devices are functional. 2. Check load capacity. Verify the crane's load capacity and make sure it is appropriate for the intended task. 3. Secure the work area. Clear the work area of any personnel or obstacles that could interfere with crane operation. 4. Operator preparation. Ensure that the crane operator is trained, qualified, and certified to operate the specific type of crane being used. 5. Power up. Turn on the crane's power source, such as the engine for mobile cranes or electrical power for overhead cranes. 6. Control activation. Activate the crane's controls. This may involve turning on the control panel or remote control device. 7. Engage brake. Ensure that the crane's brake is disengaged or released, allowing it to move. Operating the crane. 1. Lift and move. Use the crane's controls to lift and move the load as required, following the procedures outlined in the previous response. 2. Monitor load. Continuously monitor the load for stability and ensure it is not exceeding the crane's rated capacity. Stopping the crane. 1. Lower the load. If the crane is carrying a load, lower it safely to the ground or to a designated storage location. 2. Secure the load. Once the load is lowered, secure it properly to prevent movement or accidents. 3. Brake engagement. Engage the crane's brake to stop any further movement. 4. Control deactivation. Turn off the crane's controls or remote control device to prevent unintended movement. 5. Power down. Turn off the crane's power source, such as the engine or electrical supply. Parking the crane. 1. Return to home position. If the crane has a designated home or parked position, move the crane to that location using the controls. 2. Lower the boom or hook. Lower the crane's boom, if applicable, or hook to a safe and secure position. 3. Secure the crane. Engage all safety mechanisms, including parking brakes, to secure the crane in place. 4. Shutdown procedure. Follow the manufacturer's shutdown procedure to ensure that all systems are safely powered down. 5. Secure the work area. Clear the work area of any equipment, tools, or materials, and ensure that it is safe for personnel to enter. 6. Post-operation inspection. Conduct a post-operational inspection to check for any issues or damage that may have occurred during crane operation. Properly starting, stopping, and parking a crane is essential for safety and equipment longevity. It's crucial to follow the manufacturer's guidelines and any specific procedures outlined in the crane's operation manual. Additionally, always adhere to safety regulations and best practices for crane operation as per local and national standards. C. Basic maneuvering and positioning exercises of crane. Basic maneuvering and positioning exercises for a crane are essential for crane operators to develop their skills and ensure safe and precise crane operations. These exercises help operators become proficient in handling loads, maneuvering the crane in tight spaces, and positioning loads accurately. Here are some fundamental crane maneuvering and positioning exercises. 1. Boom elevation and lowering exercise. Practice smoothly raising and lowering the boom to various heights. B. Focus on maintaining a steady and controlled movement. C. Pay attention to the load swing and adjust as needed. 2. Load swing control exercise. Lift a load and intentionally induce swinging. B. Practice using the crane's controls to minimize and control load swing. C. This exercise helps improve load stabilization skills. 3. Horizontal load movement exercise. Use the crane's trolley control to move a load horizontally along the beam or jib. B. Practice positioning the load precisely without excessive movement. 4. Boom extension and retraction exercise. Extend and retract the crane's boom while maintaining control. B. Focus on keeping the boom steady and avoiding sudden movements. 5. Rotation exercise, if applicable. For cranes with a rotating jib or boom, practice rotating the crane smoothly to the desired position. B. Pay attention to the swing radius and avoid collisions with obstacles. 6. Precision targeting exercise. Place markers or targets on the ground, and practice positioning the load accurately over them. B. This exercise helps improve precision when placing loads in specific locations. 7. Tight space maneuvering exercise. Set up a course with tight spaces and obstacles to simulate challenging working conditions. B. Practice maneuvering the crane through the course safely and efficiently. 8. Load transfer exercise. Lift a load and practice transferring it from one location to another. B. Focus on smooth transitions and controlled movements during the transfer. 9. Blind spot awareness exercise. Identify blind spots around the crane and practice techniques to improve visibility. B. Use spotters or cameras if available to aid in blind spot awareness. 10. Emergency stop and recovery exercise. Simulate emergency situations, such as sudden equipment malfunctions or power failures. B. Practice using emergency stop procedures and recovery techniques to secure the load safely. 11. Communication exercise. If working with a signaler or spotter, practice effective communication through hand signals or radios. B. Ensure clear and concise communication to prevent accidents. 12. Load weight estimation exercise. Develop the ability to estimate load weights visually. B. This skill is useful for ensuring that the crane's load capacity is not exceeded. Remember that safety is paramount during these exercises. Always follow safety protocols, including wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, ensuring a clear work area, and having a qualified supervisor or instructor present during training. Crane operators should receive proper training and certification before performing any crane maneuvering, and positioning exercises. Additionally, these exercises should be conducted in accordance with industry standards and regulations. D. Understanding various types of slings, hooks, and rigging hardware. Understanding various types of slings, hooks, and rigging hardware is crucial for safe and efficient lifting and rigging operations. Each component has specific characteristics and uses in different applications. Here's an overview of these components. 1. Slings. Slings are flexible lifting devices used to attach to loads and facilitate lifting. They come in various materials, each with its own advantages and limitations. A wire rope slings, made from steel wires wound together to form a strong, durable sling. Resistant to abrasion and high-temperature environments. Suitable for heavy loads and rugged conditions. Available in configurations like single-leg, double-leg, and multi-leg slings. B. Chain slings, consist of alloy steel chains with hooks or other fittings at each end. Highly durable and resistant to abrasion, cutting, and heat. Ideal for heavy lifting and rough environments. Available in single-leg, double-leg, and multi-leg designs. C. Synthetic web slings, made from synthetic materials like nylon, polyester, or polypropylene. Lightweight and flexible, making them easy to handle. Resistant to mildew, moisture, and chemicals. Color-coded for easy identification of capacity ratings. Suitable for a wide range of loads but less durable than steel slings. D. Around slings, endless slings, consist of a continuous loop of synthetic webbing or high-strength fiber. Flexibility allows them to conform to the shape of the load. Gentle on delicate loads and less likely to cause damage. Color-coded for capacity ratings. 2. Hooks. Hooks are used to connect slings or other rigging hardware to the load. They come in various types and designs to suit different applications. Eye hooks. These hooks have a closed eye or loop at the end for attaching slings or other rigging components. B. Swivel hooks. Swivel hooks rotate, allowing for better load alignment and reduced twisting of slings or chains. C. Latch hooks. Self-locking hooks. These hooks have a latch mechanism that helps secure the load by preventing accidental disengagement. D. Clevis hooks. Clevis hooks have a hinged pin or clevis for attaching to chains or slings. E. Sling hooks. Specially designed for use with chain or wire rope slings, sling hooks have a wider throat opening to accommodate sling attachments. F. Grab hooks. These hooks have a narrow throat opening and are used for gripping or grabbing loads securely. 3. Rigging hardware. Rigging hardware includes various fittings and accessories used to connect, adjust, or secure slings, hooks, and loads. Common types include shackles, used to connect slings, hooks, or other rigging components. They come in bow and D-shaped configurations. B. Turnbuckles, adjustable devices that provide tension in a sling or cable by twisting the body. C. Eye bolts and eye nuts, used for lifting or attaching loads with a threaded eye or loop. D. Wire rope clips, used to form an eye or loop in wire rope or cable. E. Thimbles, protect the eye of a wire rope sling from wear and deformation. F. Load binders, used to secure and tension chain slings. G. Sling protectors, protect slings from damage and wear when used in sharp or abrasive environments. H. Swivels, prevent twisting or kinking of wire rope and slings. It's crucial to select the right type of sling, hook, and rigging hardware based on the load's weight, shape, and the specific requirements of the lifting operation. Additionally, all components must be regularly inspected for wear, damage, and proper functioning to ensure safe lifting practices. Proper training and adherence to safety regulations are essential when working with these lifting and rigging components. E. Effective communication with signal persons and other team members for crane operation. Effective communication is vital in crane operations to ensure the safety and efficiency of the lifting process. Crane operators must communicate clearly and consistently with signal persons and other team members involved in the operation. Here are some key principles for effective communication in crane operations. 1. Establish clear roles and responsibilities. Clearly define the roles and responsibilities of each team member involved in the lifting operation, including the crane operator, signal person, riggers, and spotters. B. Ensure that everyone understands their role and knows who to communicate with. 2. Use standard hand signals. Standard hand signals are essential for communication between the crane operator and the signal person. These signals should follow recognized industry standards and be well understood by all team members. B. Train all personnel in the use of standard hand signals, and regularly review and practice them. 3. Maintain visual contact. The signal person should always maintain visual contact with the crane operator and other team members involved in the operation. B. Ensure that there are no obstructions that block the line of sight between the signal person and the crane operator. 4. Use radios or communication devices. In situations where visual communication is not possible, use two-way radios or communication devices to maintain real-time contact between the crane operator and the signal person. B. Ensure that the radios are in good working condition and that both parties can clearly hear and understand each other. 5. Clear and concise communication. Use clear and concise language when giving instructions or relaying information. Avoid jargon or vague terms. B. Be specific in your instructions, including details like load movement direction and speed. 6. Confirm and repeat instructions. Encourage a practice of confirmation and repetition. The signal person should confirm that the crane operator has understood the signal, and the operator should repeat the signal to confirm. 7. Safety warnings. If any unsafe conditions or concerns arise during the operation, communicate them immediately to the crane operator and other team members. B. Stop the operation if necessary to address safety issues. 8. Emergency procedures. Develop and communicate emergency procedures in advance. Ensure that all team members know what to do in case of equipment failure or an unexpected situation. 9. Pre-lift meeting. Conduct a pre-lift meeting to discuss the plan, review roles, and ensure that all team members are on the same page. B. Address any questions or concerns during this meeting. 10. Continuous monitoring. Maintain constant communication throughout the lifting operation. The signal person should always be aware of the load's position and condition. 11. Feedback and evaluation. After the lifting operation is complete, conduct a debriefing session to review the operation's success and any areas for improvement. B. Encourage team members to provide feedback on the communication process and suggest improvements. Effective communication in crane operations is a shared responsibility among all team members. By following these principles and emphasizing safety and clarity in communication, crane operations can be conducted safely and efficiently. Regular training and ongoing communication improvement efforts are essential for a successful and safe working environment. Friends, we have explained in brief about basic operation of crane, overview of crane and their applications in construction, introduction to the basic components and controls of a crane, pre-operation crane inspection and maintenance procedures, introduction to the different types of crane and their features, applications and limitations. We request all to mention your view and requirement in comments section of YouTube video. Also like and share to your friend. Also subscribe our YouTube channel Infra Mechanizer. This is 100% free.